Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the first ever RGL podcast. My name is Anthony Sween. Along with me, we got John Harper, Frank Ortiz,
How you guys doing?
Hello, hello.
and we just wanted to sit down and go over some of the things that we're doing with RGL, a little bit more about it, and some of the things that we'll be offering it to give you guys a little more context in what RGL is. So first and foremost, RGL is the Ridgecrest Gaming League, and we're going to be launching this summer, starting in June, and we're very excited about it. Frank and I have been doing Ridge Gaming since 2021, and we've been offering some in-person tournaments and online tournaments and been trying to grow that as well. And noticing that there hasn't really been that offering in Ridgecrest for the most part. There's been some small things, but since we've been doing it, we've been trying to establish that more. And so we've always wanted to grow something and build something that we could offer to the youth as well as adults in the city. And so we kind of started talking about it. And then along with John, we kind of came up with the concept of RGL being ran as a youth sports league.
Well, let's be honest. John came to us and said, hey, what do you guys think of you guys running Ridge Gaming League? And I help you establish the foundation. He said, that sounds absolutely amazing because the town really needs something like that that doesn't interfere with all our other sports, which is why we decided to do it in the summer. Because as you can see, John's a huge supporter of Burroughs baseball, and we are coaches. Swain coaches his son. I coach my son in baseball and basketball, and we are very heavily involved in physical activity as well as gaming. So we want to show that there is a balance with both. You can still be active and still be a gaming nerd. So.
Yeah, I mean, and all kids nowadays, everyone's playing video games, and it's not like it's going anywhere. If anything, it's just getting bigger. And we think we could provide a cool opportunity for kids to be able to compete within esports. Kids that play sports already, or kids that might not play these other sports, they might be more interested in playing in esports. So that's a cool opportunity to offer to the community to be able to do that.
True statement. So we wanted to come up with the design and the design aspect, right, of a youth sports league. So with our backgrounds in baseball, football, basketball, like Frank said, we wanted to really emulate exactly what that was. So that's where I came into play because I've been a part of baseball for 5-6 years and recently departed, but now we're coming into the Ridgecrest Gaming League, moreover, because we're finding opportunities within the programs for the youth as well as high school. We found out, hey, did you know Burroughs has an esports league? Yeah. We got to meet Mr. Thompson, and he's extremely excited about what we're offering for the kids. It will help feed right into his programs, as well as, I'm sure this is something a lot of folks didn't know, just like myself, that there is scholarship opportunities for kids at some pretty major colleges. Right now, we're doing more and more research on finding the schools that offer scholarships. There's over 170 schools right now offering scholarships, and they'll continue to grow. And those are major colleges, as in Georgia Tech, USC, UC Irvine, Ohio State, Boise State, and of course, Cornell. So like those are just to name a few, and we're seeing that there's an opportunity out there. So why can't the city of Ridgecrest also participate in that? We try to always promote youth sports for kids because we want them to be active, even within esports, right? They're learning hand-eye coordination, multitasking ability, quick reaction side, mental stimulation that they're growing their minds at. And that's basically how we wanted to convert our overall bottom line, right? For the league. That's our goals, right? It's not just to go in and play video games. Video games have completely changed. Even from my aspect, as a parent, I used to be anti-gamer, go outside, go play with some rocks, go dig in the dirt, things like that. Now to watch these kids and actually a lot of adults playing a game, it's not a game anymore. It's actually almost a mental exercise and development. So it's a very impressive thing to see some of these kids and adults be able to do what they're doing. So hopefully our league will lead into that development as another opportunity, another option, not only from a physical perspective from the youth sports, but a mental exercise from the gaming side of the house.
So why RGL? To add on what John's saying, RGL will provide the players the opportunity to compete as a team, create strategies, learn communication skills, and actually deal with different types of people that will provide real world experience for them when they do get out of this adolescent stage and then move on to teenage stage and then to adulthood. Now you're able to communicate with different types of people. You can work within a team as well as by yourself. So that's kind of our main focus is to get kids involved with other kids that they probably wouldn't normally get involved with and learn how to communicate and do those type of things.
So those are the main points. What we were trying to do tonight is really kind of give an offer of explanation. This video will be posted. Obviously, you guys, we can have some Q&A with folks. Please, in the comment sections or any DMs, let us know what you think and feedback. Sween here will be able to hit basically the structure, so that way we're advising you guys as well, knowing that we've tried to think through just about everything. Since this is new, we will run into some walls, of course, right?
Yep.
But it takes the community to give us that feedback, and we'll make the change, implement the changes, especially if they are needed.
Yeah, and that's why the first season that we are doing is going to be a beta season. It's going to allow us to test out all these possible scenarios that we have thought of, as well as just see how the whole league runs as a structure. So the first season, or summer season and winter season, so we'll be starting this summer and then going into the winter, again hitting that point of we're going when the sports aren't as active and that in those kind of dead periods to offer something for kids to do, especially during the summer. You guys know how it is with how hot it is around here, nasty weather we get. It's a cool opportunity for the kids, but also the parents to get involved. And we'll go into that a little bit more as we go over the structure of the league. But we wanted to try to keep this pretty structured with the normal sports that you guys are used to. So we're going to have 5 different divisions. There's going to be a 9U, 11U, 13U, high school division, and we're even going to offer a adult league. The adult league will depend on how much signups we get for the structure and how that's going to run. And that'll be a little bit more not as structured as we're going to do with the youth kids. It'll be a little bit more open on that one. But each team will be 5 kids per team. There's going to be a head coach for each team, as well as a team moderator. Basically breaking down those rules. The coach is going to be responsible, just like a normal head coach does, running practices, making sure everyone gets there on time, gets them into the lobby that they're going to be competing in for practices, games, and just being the point of contact for the whole team. But we're also going to have team moderators, and the role of the moderator is really just to ensure the safety of the league and have basically a second person for 2-person integrity and just, additional help that can be offered, because we will be using Discord as our voice chat server. We have built a Discord server that has every single division with every single team, and only your player will be given permissions per that channel. So if you guys aren't familiar with Discord, we have tutorial videos up on the website, as well as we'll give training in person at evaluations. And if any questions are needed for that, we can definitely help you guys out with that. So it'll be 5 players. We'll be doing 4-player battle royale. So squads. We'll be playing on a private lobby, 6 teams per division, and they'll all be competing at the same time. So we'll be hosting the lobbies each week, and then the coaches will join via the code that we send out to them, and they'll be able to join. So we'll have 5 kids, 4 will be playing, 1 will be a sub, but each kid will get to play every match. That'll be 1 having a sub just in case a kid can't make it, but 2 having enough players to rotate in and be able to participate. As far as the structure of the season is going to go, it's going to start on June 13th. That'll be the first match. Every single match will be played on a Thursday night or Thursday evening, and then all practices will be Monday and Wednesday. One thing we wanted to make sure we tried to do with structuring the practices and the matches is make it easy as possible for the parents doing this, and you guys will know the schedule basically now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we wanted to make sure it was just already set up. You don't have to worry about it, especially during the summer when a lot of people will be traveling, making plans. It'll be easier to make plans around the schedule knowing that it's already set.
And just to add, the main, I would say, accolade about this is that you can do it from the comfort of your home. we're only going to have 2 in-person events. One is a mid-year tournament, and then we have the end of the year finals, the final tournament. So even if you are traveling, if you are keen to it, you more than welcome to take your system and practice and play that same week if that is something you guys want to do.
Yep, it's going to be super flexible for everyone to participate, and that's a cool thing I think about it is even if you're gone on a vacation or something, you're still able to participate, which is cool. And like Frank said, we're going to have a middle of the season. It might be, I think, week 6 or 7. We're planning on July 20th being the mid-season tournament. That'll be when every team shows up in the division. They're all going to play across a local area network on their consoles, and you guys as the fans get to watch in person. We'll have all the event for the esports tournament going on. We have a lot of big plans for that. And then the playoffs will also be an in-person tournament. We're going to use the mid-season to work out all the kinks. So hopefully make sure nothing goes wrong, which I'm sure in the IT world, something's going to go wrong.
And that's why we're doing it, so we can make sure that on the finals, we have hopefully everything buttoned up.
Yep. And as far as hardware, if you guys are wondering what we're going to be using for playing at home for all your matches, your kids will be able to play on PlayStation, Xbox, or PC. Technically, they could even play on a Switch if that's the console they have, because Fortnite is cross-platform, so it has full capability to play across the board, which is cool. That's why we chose Fortnite.
And oh, by the way, we're playing Fortnite.
Yeah.
I think we forgot to say.
Yeah, we forgot to play.
We are going to be using Fortnite as the first game of the RGL. That's the game that we stream the most. It's family friendly. It's a good competitive game, and it allows us, I think, to start off the RGL successful, and then going into the future, get feedback on games that you guys would like offered. But that's down the road. So
that is down the road. Our goal is to eventually grow this to where we have different leagues for different games and whatnot, and then have different tournaments for said games. But for now, we're just going to focus on one game, keep it as small as we can with the demand that we anticipate, and then work out all the kinks so that in the future we can just streamline this and then potentially have as many different games and leagues running simultaneously. So,
yep. And just going back on the hardware part, we will be in the in-person tournaments playing on Xbox Series S's. We had to make a decision on that one, and just overall, the Xbox is offered the most flexibility for being able to play on controller or mouse and keyboard if you're playing on PC. And we're going to look to, if someone plays on PlayStation, be able to offer a controller that is similar, so it's not going to be too much different. Or we're also going to look into a couple adapters that might allow for PlayStation controllers to be used, but we want to make sure that's not going to hinder the performance of players. But I think that'll be the best way to do it, and it's going to be pretty exciting to see all the different teams playing in one stage at a location that will be announced at a later date. We're working on getting that set in stone. But one of the cool things with the season is each team will be playing for ranking points all season long. And once we get to playoffs, that'll determine who's on the main stage playing right in front of everyone else. And then we'll have the other stages around that. So 8-week regular season throughout the summer. We're going to end August 10th will be the playoffs right before school starts. Is there anything else on that aspect we should hit on?
Nope. Just so after August 10th, we'll take a little break. Hopefully you guys will give us a ton of feedback so we can make sure that the Winter League runs even smoother. And then for the next summer, we're ready to go and go hard. So.
And then we also just want to remind you, with your sign-up fees, you're going to get a hat and a jersey. So again, you think you use sports mindset like a jersey. You're going to have a gamer jersey. You'll have a hat, a custom hat, similar to what Frank and Anthony have now, but a little bit better. It'll be actually embroidered. So we're gotta get them some cool swag, right, for the players, even though they are playing the majority of the games at home. But those in tournaments is their time to shine, right? The same goes with their opportunity to have, if you play baseball, you have bag, right? You carry your bag. It's got your glove, your bat, your what, all the things now parents get for their kids. I'm one of them. I think Braden had just about every option possible, right? So think of it that way as well. Like, hey, do they have a specific cool keyboard and mouse that they like, their own custom gear that they can throw in the backpack or controller and then come into the game because they're ready to play, right? They're part of a team. And let them rock and roll. We will have some basic controllers and basic keyboards and mouses, but we highly recommend that you work with your child and get them the custom stuff that they want, because let them express themselves, right? Let them show their personality out. But yeah, the jerseys will be cool. We'll have them all, it'll all be geared up, and the hats. So I just want to make sure we remember that.
Yeah. And speaking of registration will open May 4th. That'll be the first day you can sign up. You can go to ridgeleague.com, and then you'll be able to sign up either a player as a coach or team moderator, as well as check out the rest of the website. We have all the informational videos. This podcast will be on the website, and then it'll take you to where you can sign your kid up. We are using our website, ridge.gg, for signups, and we're working with what we got. So it's kind of like you're purchasing a product off the website, but for the most part, it works how we need it to work. And yeah.
Coaches, we need you as always, right? Just like any youth sports, always need coaches. Coaches. We're trying to hook you up. So you're going to get a hat, and then you're going to get a New Era batting jacket. I mean, I'm absolutely in love with this gear. I want all the colors, all the things. They're amazing. So coaches, that's what you're going to get. So you get to rock this thing too. They're going to come out sick. Oh, by the way, if you're a gamer as well and you also want to be a part of the adult league, we're not charging you because you're coming in and helping grow this community.
Yep.
So we want to provide some good enticement to you. You're gonna get a sweet hat, you get a sweet jacket, and then you get to play in the league for free. Still, that qualifies you for those tournaments and the big prizes that we're gonna come up with for those tournaments. So, hey, why not come out, help the kids out? Let's grow this community and have a great time.
Which prizes are still TBD. So if you guys have anything in mind that you guys may want as end of the year finals prize, please leave it in the comments or send us an email or just reach out to us. We're not hard to find. And then we'll definitely take your feedback, because we have a couple things in mind, but we haven't really sat down and nailed down what the final prize will be. So,
yeah. And also on the coaches, if you guys are thinking maybe you would want to coach, maybe, that might be too much. Honestly, the kids are probably going to know more about the game than most of the coaches. But the big thing is we need coaches for structure of running the teams. It is, from our experience doing tournaments online, it can be difficult getting kids trying to join and make sure they're following all the directions and everything. So we'd like to have people well trained to be able to do that and also give input and feedback, working the strategy and maybe not just dropping down and just going for it. Like, actually build up some strategy and how you're going to play this map out. Because the cool thing is there's only going to be 30 players on the whole map. So it's going to open up the map for the kids to really make some choices on how they want to play each game. So we'd, if you guys have any questions on the coaching, like I said, just hit us up. We'll answer those. And then as well as the team moderators, we kind of touched on, having moderators just for ensuring extra safety and just having a second person there. It's easy as just grabbing your phone, joining Discord on your phone, and you're muted the whole time. And you could be cooking dinner, you could be watching your kid play, but you're just there having an ear, making sure everything's running smoothly. Because we do have rules that are available to review on our website that we have set some pretty strict rules on making sure everything runs how it's supposed to be run. Because we're not going to put up with nonsense.
Yes.
And then, if you go to the website, you'll see our constitution essentially for the league itself. And then the rules they're posted. If you see something in there, as you're reviewing them, as I've learned many years of coaching baseball, and with baseball, you tell a coach to read the rule book, they don't read the rule book.
Yeah.
Except they like to complain about the rules.
But I don't complain about the rules.
No, it's all good. But please jump on that website, review those PDFs for us. Give us the feedback, right? We're here to grow this place. and have a good time. So, but coaches, please, and the moderators, yes, we're going to pleasantly ask all parents to sign up to be a moderator. Think of parent help. Hey, I need you to go get snacks for the kids, whatever it is. It's literally as easy as Anthony said. It's literally download Discord app. We will show you during the evaluation process when you bring your kid. And then we'll show you how to do it. Boom. All you got to do is put the earbud in, walk around for an hour, whatever the practice time is going to be. And that's it. You're there just to help the coach wrangle the players.
Yep. And not limited to just one moderator in the chats. If all 5 parents want to be in there at the same time listening, they are more than welcome to do that. We're just trying to ensure that we have one moderator every practice and every game. And that's a pretty important thing.
Yeah. And just to emphasize that, it's, or just to clarify, it's one parent per week. It's not all 5 parents all every single week. So you guys can create a schedule. And like Anthony said, you can have all 5 on there if you want every week, or like you said, I got week 1 and week 5. So it's that's, you guys can make it as difficult or as convenient as you guys want for yourselves. So
yeah, and like I said, we encourage everyone to be involved and just kind of get a glimpse of what your kids are doing, because we might think, oh, they're just playing video games and wasting time or whatever, but a lot more goes into it, especially with doing the esports and stuff. Might be kind of surprising to see how well your child does playing in this. And it could be a great way for them to express themselves
and then create a career out of it and at least get a degree.
Potential to get a scholarship. And that's just going to keep growing and growing. This is still fairly, I think, new within the last, for sure, 10 years, but like the last 5 years with big colleges adopting esports. And there's multiple esport leagues, Call of Duty League, there's League of Legends, Overwatch, FIFA, Madden. I mean, there's literally any game can be, Smash Bros.
Yep.
It's big, and it'd be cool to be able to, especially be quote unquote a feeder league for Burrows.
Exactly.
Because they are very new and starting from the ground up. And we think this would be a good opportunity to be able to provide more kids wanting to participate once they get to high school, because they can letter and get a full letterman's jacket, which is sick.
They're part of CIF, right? So they're playing other high schools. So this is getting big, but whether anybody likes it or not, it is there. So like Anthony said, jump in there, watch your kid play a game and watch them dominate. You're like, holy crap, I didn't know this was even a thing, right?
Yeah. I mean, if I would have had something like this available in high school, because I'm like the perfect example. I grew up kind of when video games started blowing up, and I'd do football practice 5 o'clock in the morning every day, and go home, play Call of Duty. And we never missed practices. We still worked our tails off and did all that stuff, but still had a great time playing with our friends. I mean, I have plenty of memories just from playing games and some funny things that happen. It's crazy. It's cool to look back on, like, those memories stick like that.
For sure. And then, like, for parents that are watching us now, I mean, one quick thing you can do is legitimately, this is what we've done, is Google how many colleges offer esports scholarships, right? And then you're just going to start seeing the plethora of them from that perspective. So definitely check that part out.
Yep. And I know I said registration opens May 4th, closes May 31st. It'll be a hard close date because we're running a pretty tight ship with doing evaluations. Speaking of evaluations, there'll be 2 days for each division to evaluate, and every player must evaluate to get put on a team, because we will be doing a draft just like baseball does it and other leagues, and their skill sets will be assessed from the coaches, and then we'll do a draft night. So June 7th and June 8th will be the evaluations, and then June 9th will be the draft going into the next week, which will be the first week of practices and the matches. We will be streaming all the matches every Thursday night. It'll be RGL stream nights. You'll be able to find us on our Twitch, Ridge Gaming 21. We'll be streaming on the RGL YouTube, Ridge Gaming YouTube. We can stream to our Ridge Gaming Facebook, RGL Facebook, Twitter. We can pretty much hit them all. So
for now,
that'll be a cool thing, is you can be able to watch your kids compete. We'll be highlighting all the players, matches, and jumping around the different teams to be able to showcase that. So you'll have about the full month to register your kids starting May 4th.
And just so you guys are aware, it would just be the kids' gameplay. It would not be, and their voices, not their faces or none of that. So, so the only thing you'll be able to see is their gamer tag, if that, and it won't be their faces. So just be aware that we are taking that into consideration. So it'd just be gameplay and voices, and that's it.
Yeah. We'll just be jumping around in game because we'll be actually in the game hosting the matches. So we'll be able to jump around and see different players like that.
Yeah, one other thing too, and from the baseline of creating RGL, right? So these, like they both mentioned earlier, they do tournaments, right? So now with the baseline of RGL, now we can do pop-up tournaments as we go. When we're not in league, we could just say, hey, boom, Saturday we're gonna have whatever game play tournament. Sign up through our website, lock it in, have a good time. There's potential to do a lot of other things too with video games. These guys were epic for my son's birthday. We were out of town, so we said, hey, can you guys host a birthday party for us? Because all the buddies couldn't be there. It was kind of one of the coolest experiences that I've had because they were streaming it on their Twitch channel. I see my son over here hooting and hollering and having an absolute ball with his buddies. And me and my wife are just sitting there going, this is awesome. I don't have to clean up a birthday party.
Yeah.
I don't got to get a cake. I don't got to do any of that stuff. Right? We offered the prizes for the kids. They were all excited. They got some V-Bucks. They got custom hats. They were all kinds of stoked. And what did we have to do? I called these two guys and they made it happen. It was epic. So there's more to follow with the baseline of what we're trying to do with RGL. So just keep your ears open for that. And if you have comments or questions or other things for us to do, let us know.
Yeah, we're very open to feedback since we are starting this from scratch, and we'll welcome any input, good or bad.
Good or bad, yep.
We'll take that for sure. I know we're really excited about getting this thing going. We've always wanted to create something that we could give back to the community with, both in person, local to Ridgecrest, and online. It has a pretty good opportunity to reach a lot of people, but the RGL will be Ridgecrest focused for sure. And we could also host some online tournaments along with some of the pop-up tournaments like John was saying. But we're super pumped about this. We've been doing a lot of work to try to get this ready to roll out this summer. And then you want to go over the advertising kind of opportunity stuff.
Oh yeah. So one thing that we're also doing is obviously everybody's got to fundraise, so we can keep the prices low for the signups, right? So we'll have some advertisers, but some of the cool and unique things that we can do based on it being all internet based is constant updates via social media, constant. We're gonna do what did we call it? Like a sports center.
Yeah, so we'll have like
Super
a
cool
top
sports
10 clips from each week to where we can highlight each team and the best clips that we are able to capture or get, and then also be able to advertise on those. Like, hey, this is hosted by Ridge Gaming, top
Correct.
clips of the week. So that'd be a really cool thing to do.
And then during the in-person tournaments, we'll do what, like they said, we're going to be doing a live stream. So that's an opportunity for our advertisers to get up there, say their piece about their company and why they support esports. So we're giving those opportunities to advertisers to come out, share their experiences, support the youth, and have a great time. So we're gonna do that, and then we may even integrate do a live interview with one of our top players for that tournament, right? So it's gonna be a good time. So if you are interested or know of advertisers that would like to be a part of this too, send them this video or send them our contact information. We're happy to sit down and talk with them.
Yeah.
If not, we're going to be coming knocking on your doors anyway. So.
True. So if there's so again, going back to fundraising a little bit for us, and if there's a giveaway that you guys would like to see, let us know. We can put things together. It's another way for us, another revenue stream to come in, so it can help purchase all the hardware, reserve the spaces. Again, this is all internal to Ridgecrest, so all the money is staying here. Eventually, a couple of our goals, I'll hit the high points. We also want to sponsor youth sports.
Yep.
That's what we are. This is what we do also. So we want to generate that proper income to come in so we can continue to give back, not only with RGL, but with other youth sports. And one of our ultimate goals would be to be the sole sponsor for the Burroughs Esports League.
Yeah.
Again, these are goals, but we need you out there to help participate in these fundraising opportunities.
Yep.
Again, we're, besides John, we're local boys, born and raised. John's a transplant, but he's here. He's here and he's ingrained. His roots are here as well now. So we want to make sure that we have something to do for our kids and for the community and for those kids that don't have an opportunity to do things like this. We want to make sure that we give them an opportunity and we keep the cost down, and we can do that by you guys helping us. Help us, help you, help us. I mean, Ridgecrest is an amazing place. We love it. I wouldn't dream of living anywhere else. I mean, if there was a beach, it'd be nice, but
Hey, we have a lake.
yeah, we do. But I love my town. I love my city. I wouldn't want to raise my kids anywhere else. So that's why I want to make it even better place for my kids to grow up in than it was when I grew up, and I had a blast as a kid. So
Yep.
It's your support. It's your support, right? That this town has afforded us through our own experiences and what we've done. Like it's been amazing, and we can't say thank you to the community enough. So again, we're always trying to think of different ways that we can give back to the community, and this is one that we believe the kids will really enjoy. As we get into the sign up perspective, though, we are limited for those signups. So
Yes.
That's correct.
It's going to be unfortunate that it's going to be first come, first serve. So unless there's always a yes, if, right?
yes,
Yes, we can
If.
take on more kids if you folks out there want to coach, right? Standard across the board. Get some coaches in there. It's going to be a great time. You're going to have a blast. And I'm telling you, the cool gear, I'm stoked. I don't even play damn video games. Don't ask me. I can't even log into Fortnite. So
So John's not going to be a coach.
I want to, but I may coach because I want the gear. I'll definitely be a moderator. But anyway, yeah. So that's kind of what we're at. Like, just, I can't say it nowhere near as good as Frank just did from the community perspective, but that's what we're trying to do. So we want to give back.
Yeah. Well, I think was that everything we wanted to hit on the talking points?
I think we hit everything we wanted to tonight. I'm sure we'll probably make another one.
Round two. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we'll turn this into a weekly podcast during the season.
it'll be our sports center.
That'd be our sports center. So.
And we can have we'll have some of those advertisers, or maybe the winning coach for that week come in and tell us, so Bill, what is your strategy?
Yeah.
How did you do this? Right?
We could throw this out there too. If you guys are interested in advertising with us and partnering, we could also stream each game from your facility. Just an idea that we had, not set in stone, but if you have a business that you would like to promote and have us set up there, as long as you got the internet bandwidth, for us,
yep.
for us to be able to host the streams and do it, we're more than happy to do a little road show and go around to different businesses. And I think that'd be kind of a cool experience to host at their places too. But
Yeah.
Because we can go mobile. We've gone mobile. We've done it. So that's not an issue for us. So.
yeah, but I think that's going to do it. We appreciate you guys sitting down and watching this. And if, like I said, if you have any questions, hit us up. Go to ridgeleague.com. We're on Facebook, Ridge League. We're on Instagram, Ridge League, and then as well as YouTube. We have a YouTube that we'll be uploading this to. But until then,
Yep. Ridge.gg landing page. Take you to the other web page. But that's it. Love you guys. Thank you for the support. And we hope you join us on our mission. Remember to game and give.
all right,
We out.
peace.
Bye.